Hi, Leo. I think I'm live. Let me just double check. Hmm. Didn't turn my phone on live yet. I don't know why. Um. Let me click. There we go. Well, no, still not saying I'm live. The heck. Okay, here we go. There we go. Welcome, everyone. I know there's not a lot of people here yet, and that's fine because I want to do your reading for Leo first. And this is going to be the person on your mind. I'm just praying that everybody can hear and see me okay. Um, anyway, so we will do questions and answers after the reading if you have any. But I am for these type of readings. I do ask for donations only for that. And I don't have usually I'm online for like 6 hours. I don't have that kind of time today. So, I'm going to give it as much time as I can. But anyway, so we are doing your person on your mind, Leo. This is going to be for Leo, sun, moon, rising. Of course, some of you are probably here checking up on Leo. You want to know what's going on in their energy, how they're feeling about you. And that's what we're looking at, their current feelings. So we're going to ask 5 very specific questions. Many of you already know this because probably have seen your reading. But we're looking for their current feelings for you right now, their current view of you. We are also looking at what actions they're currently thinking of taking or taking, hopefully, if that's what you want. And then we are going to ask what your current feelings are because that's just as important, right? It's not all about them, it's 2 people here. And then we are going to look at the overall energy that's supporting this connection. So we're going to use 3 different decks. We're going to use Mother Mary, Oracle, and we will use her over the connections, over the love. Um, get Mother Mary's words of wisdom. We will use the Gilded Tarot. With the Nine of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Interesting. Nine of Cups, single, but enjoying life. And then comes the Knight of Wands. It's like, oh, something's rushing in, something passionate. And then what does it bring out? The Six of Cups. Someone from your past. But this would be someone you have good memories. Now, you could have hard memories also, but really what would be coming to your mind at this point would be the happy memories. And I don't always feel like it has to mean um, that you were in a relationship with them. It could have been like a good friend. I feel like your last reading, I think it was you, where I felt like there were like a group of friends, and I feel like my best friend was dating um my best friend was dating my best friend, why can't I say this, was dating the person that I actually had feelings for, like a silent crush. But I stayed out of it. Now, not me in particular. I mean, once I start your reading, I am you. So, anyways, we'll see. We'll see what comes up. We're going to use the psychic tarot to ask these questions. It was really calling out to me, Leo. Um, and I think I'm talking really loud, but Sam's out cutting the grass. That's why. So I want to give a beautiful shout out to the Leos in my life, which would be my mother, August 5th, or my grandson, first, Lexington. He's right on that cusp of January 23rd, or January. What is wrong with me today? July 23rd. And then my mom is August 5th, my beautiful son, um, who has crossed over August 12th. And then Sam, who is right on that cusp of, he is a Virgo, but he's the 23rd of August, so he's right on the cusp of Leo. And I can see some Leo tendencies within him because I know Leo very well. I love Leo. Um, I feel like you're just meant to be in the spotlight. I just do. And some people can't handle that, but other people can really appreciate that. So, anyways, I also want to remind you. I know there's not many people here yet, but I think I want to just real quickly just read something to you. Let me see if I can just pull it up. And this is your archangel. Um, and why I'm bringing this up is because I would just want to remind everyone, before you came into this lifetime, there was a whole group. There's a spiritual team that is assigned directly to you. Now, can, more people add, like, if there's someone that you loved in this lifetime, can they become a guide then once they cross over? Absolutely. But you have angels and archangels that are already assigned to you, and yours is Archangel Raziel. So I just want to read like just a little, it's just a tiny little paragraph to give you an idea um, why. So this archangel also assists in protecting our inner child and supports the improvement of parenting skills. Archangel Raziel is linked to Leo and plays a significant role in unveiling the secrets of God and divine knowledge regarding your soul. So, Leo, very, very intuitive. Um, or if you don't feel like you are, then I would say you just trust your intuition. Okay, let me go find my screen again. I think that's it. Okay. All right. So I just wanted to give you that information because it's just been on my mind. Like, like I feel like everyone should know who their archangel is, because it can definitely help, and Mother Mary, listen, divine is all part of you. God loves all of us. Um, but that is your archangel. So I would do a little research. All right, let's get into your reading, guys. And if don't mind me, I may, like, already my screen went no comments. Let me bring that back up. Okay. So I'm not ignoring the chat, but I do want to do the reading first. And then I'll come in and say hello to everyone. So let's go ahead and begin. Let me give myself some room. I'll just put the phone over there for right this second. I know I said I was going live at 2, but I decided to go live a little earlier. All right, so we're going to ask again their current feelings for you right now. Let's go ahead and begin. 3 cups. 3 cups. Joyful, playful, happy go lucky. I feel like they feel like you're a person of the world. Not even sure what I mean by that. Social. And I feel like that's everything they love about you. Now, that doesn't mean, of course, there's always the polar opposite. But this is their current view of you right now. For some, it could certainly talk about, like, I wonder if they're out having a good time. I wonder if they're going to meet someone else. Like, there may be all of a sudden, I'm feeling a little anxiety, like, oh boy, what if she or he's out having a good time and they meet someone? Well, that is always a possibility. All right, so let's see what their current view of you is right now. Firm foundation. So I kind of like that. This is 4 of Pentacles sitting next to, so you have Earth sitting next to water. So I like that because I feel like, Earth can be one of those signs, and I know I'm an Earth sign, I'm Virgo, where we can have a tendency to hold back, like not speak what we're feeling. I'm like love language, let's just say, at least for a while. Um, but we show it. And here, I feel like this is someone who is grounded, but it can speak, like, can come from their heart, doesn't really have to put a filter there, like some of us earth signs do, and I feel like that's just a lesson we learn. But I like that. I like that. And then 4 and 3, 7, spiritual. It's like they're recognizing your spirituality, which is a good thing. All right. What actions are they currently thinking of taking, or are they going to take soon? Patience. Well, I have to tell you, I love this because this really is about divine timing. And when temperance comes out in a reading, to me, it means I can just let go of control. I cannot worry. I can just go with the flow. I just know that what's meant to find me will find me in divine timing. I feel like their guides are very active, like actively getting them ready. Um, and maybe you too. For me, temperance really is, she is taking care of both the cups. And this, I am looking at soulmate energy here. That's the type of reading I'm doing today. It's soulmate or twin flame. I'm not looking at karmic, I'm not looking at free will. Those are the cups that you just need to examine. But other than that, divine timing. It's almost like you don't even have to worry about it. Though patience first, right? But I get this feeling that they're worried, that interesting, because like I feel like they potentially may have like cut ties, but then in the same breath I feel like, but now I'm worried. Maybe some time has passed. And maybe like you feel like, okay, well, I don't feel like I'm going to sit around and wait. I'm just going to live my life. I'm going to enjoy my life. And they know that about you. And I do feel like they're a little worried. Now, worried, but at the same breath, by the way, 14 equals 5. So change. So change. All right, let's see what your current view of them is. Oh, 3 of Swords. Hmm, good luck. Not you, but to whoever wants to come in. So definitely heartache, right? Heartache and loss. Right now it is being mirrored by, and I just said with the 3 cups, like there's always that polar opposite. Well, there it is. There it is. So I feel like someone's going to have to do a little persuading. But we are going to go back and clarify, or go deeper, is really what I want to say. So now, in a way, I don't really feel that you're sitting like in this heartache, though maybe there's still some ache in your heart, if that makes sense. But I don't feel like I stopped living my life, maybe for a period of time, but I feel like now I'm back out there. I'm doing my thing, but this 3 of Swords, this heartache, it's still there. Oh, I didn't bring the lid down, did I? Sorry, guys. All right, so okay, let's see what the overall energy that's supporting these connections is. Huh? Look at that, the 8 of Swords. To me, that feels like a lesson. First of all, it's an 8. You know, hello, Leo. But I don't really see Leo in this type of energy. Not for long, like, trapped in fear. Hmm. This is a self-created prison. And maybe this is exactly what needed to be learned, because I can block opportunities in this energy, and that's fine. Like, if I'm not interested, then I'm not interested. But I really feel like if you're not interested, I don't know why you'd be here. You know what I mean? Though I do want you to trust your own intuition. And by the way, definitely ask your spirit guides to send you signs. Like, is this reading for me? And then listen. So, the overall energy supporting this connection is the Eight of Swords. And I feel like simply it's, not simply, but I feel like it's learning to break free from that, learning how to break free from that. And I get a feeling that both of you may be carrying this energy. Though, honestly, I feel like you may again be carrying some of this energy, but I feel like again you've gotten on with your life. Um, but they're still in your heart. All right, let's look at the bottom of the deck. We have the Hierophant, called Wisdom in this deck. Card of Taurus, by the way. This is about your belief, your hope, your dreams, your prayers, believing that your prayers can be answered, letting go of the way they are answered. You know what I mean? Like, don't control how something must come back. Just listen, I want the highest energy possible, the highest vibration. And then just watch. Watch what divine does. All right. Let's go ahead. And we're going to take the Gilded Tarot and we're going to go right above. And I hope the lawnmower is not too loud. I can hear it. All right, so we're going to go right above. Actually, I want to slide. Ooh, look at that card wanted to come out. So we're going to take it. Okay, I just wanted to include it. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Could certainly be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. We do have Taurus right here. Doesn't have to be any of that, though. I definitely feel, again, like who's ever here checking on this energy, I feel that you are grounded. I just feel that. I feel that you're grounded. I also feel like, if, let's say, a conversation's going to be had, because I don't think I'd be doing this reading if there's not potential. Then the Queen of Pentacles, you better be very clear with her, because she can read between the lines. She'll read your body language. And that's that. That's that. Okay. You may be the Queen of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Swords, but it did come in reverse, which I'm very happy about. So, 10 of Swords is like dagger after dagger in your back, right? I expect bad things to happen, and they do. I expect another dagger, and I'll be damned, there it is. So, I got to stop expecting them. And that could be a little bit of what the Eight of Swords is, right? I just expect it. Therefore, I'm going to protect myself. But it's in reverse. So all those daggers are falling out. To me, that means, yes, this could be a repeat pattern, but there's also a lesson to be learned. So we don't have to keep, let's say that you break up and you make up, you break up and you make up. Well, this time, let's make it for the rest of our lives. So to me, that means these swords had to be analyzed. And maybe that's what the Queen did. Like, I looked at those swords, I analyzed those swords, and I'm letting them go. This is definitely like letting the past be the past. Also, I feel like it's the realization of like maybe a repeat pattern, and this time I feel like we're going to get it right. I just feel like we're going to get it right. All right, let's keep going. We have, well, that's the perfect Nine of Wands, the perfect card. First of all, it's coming over Temperance, which says patience, right? Nine of Wands is about reflection. And this is one reflecting upon their own life. And they're looking at, like, um, really what you're looking at is how you've grown. That's what you should be looking at, because ultimately this person just becomes stronger and stronger because of the things that they have overcome. But this is also knowing oneself and one's part in something. Now, this could be them, right? Because this is really their current actions, what they're thinking of taking. So, and I love that it's coming over Temperance, divine, right? So it's like divine is saying, you need to know, you need to understand why those swords were there. And that's how you can guarantee yourself that, it's hard to guarantee yourself, but that's how you can better guarantee yourself that we can stop this repeat pattern. Now, this could be lifetimes also. Like we may have been together in a previous lifetime. We never got past that Eight of Swords. Bummer. Okay. So, two souls come into this lifetime and they search for each other. Not, and you may not even know. Usually you don't know. Like, I don't know that I'm like searching for a particular person. And I feel like that's part of the fun for the souls. Like, that's part of the adventure, because our souls don't carry fear. It's our humanness. Anyway, reflection. I feel like it's everything. And then Queen of Swords above the Three of Swords. Somebody better. I definitely feel like Queen of Swords, first of all, can be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, of course. But I feel like this is talking more about conversation. And I feel like the Queen is looking back, because I feel like this is the person on your mind. I feel like, and I'm looking back at them, and I do feel like a conversation needs to be had. And I kind of like that this person is down on one knee. I mean, I don't know. Maybe they want to propose. But I feel humbled, is what I feel. Like, I feel humbled by the experience. All right, let's keep going. Well, okay. We're going to take them. Holy cow, there's a lot of them. I didn't realize that. Oh my gosh, look at that. So, I guess if we had any doubt, here we go. Soulmates. I do feel like some of you have had past lives together, and I do feel like, at least in our last lifetime, it hadn't been our last lifetime together, at least. We didn't accomplish what we wanted to accomplish. And I feel like this lifetime, we have a better chance, even though I feel like those lessons followed. I feel like we can get beyond that. Like, we can see it now, especially with Divine right in the middle of your reading. But hello, soulmates. You know, soulmates over the Eight of Swords, though. It doesn't um it doesn't eliminate the fact that you're soulmates, whether I want to face it or not. Now, just because someone's my soulmate doesn't mean, or doesn't even guarantee me, that I'll spend the rest of my life with someone, because we do have more than one soulmate. But this soulmate feels important. All right, well, let's keep going. We have the Emperor, card of Aries. But let me tell you, I feel like when I see the Emperor in a love reading, it's talking about the type of person that they now are. Especially because we're under the reading, or under the initial questions. I feel like this is talking about, because the Emperor is someone that we can look up to, can be a father figure, of course. But really, I feel like, this is someone who's probably had a lot of growth. And, if that's not the case for your person, then, maybe that's still yet to come. But I definitely feel like this is someone that I can now, let me put it a different way. I feel like where I can look at them, dang lawnmower. Um, though that means spring. So, but anyways, I can look at them. How do I want to say this? In like, I feel like their vibration is lifting, and I feel like divine has a lot to do with that. And I have to say, you're the only reading where I actually read who your archangel is. So I feel like this saying that, there must be a reason for that because I don't feel like anything is like a coincidence. But, anyways, I'm glad the Emperor showed up. King of Pentacles. Interesting with the Queen of Pentacles. Now we have the King of Pentacles. Now, I have to tell you, King of Pentacles to me, first of all, King of Pentacles is someone who looks at the big picture. Queen of Pentacles is someone who looks at all those details that other people miss. So you can't get much by her. But the King of Pentacles will look at the big picture. And because the king is in the upright, I do feel like this king in the upright stands for loyalty. That's at my table, anyways. I feel like it stands for loyalty. And sitting next to the emperor, integrity. I feel like, this is someone who must care for their fellow man in some way. Maybe they volunteer, that type of thing, or maybe they just have like that type of heart. But I feel like this is a good sign, especially with the Ten of Swords in reverse. Okay, well, let's keep going. Well, I miss you. Five of Cups. Lawnmower. Five of Cups. So, someone that I miss. Someone that I used to know. Now, this is a five. And in the Five of Cups, it talks about, where one's focus is at. And it is on the past, right? It is on, by the way, it's three cups that this person is looking at. Well, there's those three cups. And once this person like gets bold enough to make a change, because it is a five, so it is change. Like I miss someone. Well, why don't I go after them? Why don't I try again? And when they make that decision, what's behind them? The two cups. Well, hello. Here they are. Right under divine. It's like divine is saying, get out of the woe is me energy and start taking action towards what it is that you want to bring into your life. So I feel like, okay, we have the Four of Pentacles again. And then we have the Queen of Wands. Boy, we have a lot of queens out today. This is the Queen of Action, though. And I have to say, coming under the Eight of Swords, because sometimes I feel like you're all the queens or you're all the kings. Um, and I kind of feel that here. I feel like someone is all the queens. And I feel like a conversation needs to be had, but there are white doves around her. So she wants it to be pure. Queen of Pentacles, like, don't lie to me because I'll catch you. Queen of Wands is like, I'm going to trust my intuition. And I'm going to move according to my desires. And if I'm still passionate for you, then I feel like the answer is going to be yes. Fire and fire. Earth and earth. All right, we have all these cards down here, so we're just going to take them, and then I'm going to say hi to everyone. Well, hello, Ace of Swords. So I feel like that's it's a couple different things. I feel like number one, it's probably talking about communication. It is in the upright, so I feel like that means truth. Someone's coming in speaking their truth. Now, it could be, a little colored or what have you, but again, the Queen of Pentacles will know that. But I do feel like this is someone coming in speaking their truth. We have the Nine of Pentacles. Nice. Card of Virgo, but that's also an independent nature. And I feel like someone feels that like, oh my God, if it's a guy, like, because I feel like a man is saying like, oh man, like she has done a lot with her life. She's done a lot with her life. What have I done with mine? Now, I do feel like they've done, like they, at least lately, are doing good things in their life. But I feel like this is talking about you, and I feel like you're feeling so, it's like you're feeling independent. I feel like this person is gonna have like, I don't feel like it's just gonna be like a simple yes, because the Three of Swords is here. And I do feel like a lot of you have like moved on, though that longing is still there. All right, well, there we go. The Eight of Cups, moving on. But this is also about a new beginning. This is clearing the past. This is looking at the cups that have been knocked over. Exactly what Temperance is asking to happen. Why? So that that Eight of Swords can go away. It's clarity, emotional clarity. This person is heading towards the Nine of Cups, and we saw the Nine of Cups at the very beginning of the reading. All right, let's keep going. There's the Three Cups again. We have the Five of Pentacles. Actually, let's put it here. We have, well, hello, now we have all the queens out. But this is the perfect queen at this point, because this is a queen who loves love. So, but that doesn't mean she's a fool. That doesn't mean I'll love anyone, right? I want true love. Like, I want love that's going to last a lifetime. I kind of feel like they do too now. I'm saying now. I don't know why I always put the blame on the other, but it probably belongs with them. But, anyways, so now we have the Queen of Cups, and then look at this, Temperance again. Double Sagittarius on the board, by the way. But can I say that I feel like Temperance is working in both of the soulmates' lives, like helping one to overcome the Three of Swords, helping both to uncreate these self-created prisons. I feel like Divine wants you to get it right in this lifetime. Interesting. Let the lawnmower go by. Can you guys hear the lawnmower outside? I'm going to say hello real quick. Hi, Evan. And like a spirit is guiding me to watch. Hi all as well. What was my question? Oh, can you hear the lawnmower? Is it too loud, or is it just me? Anyone who wants to answer. Though he should be done at this. He should be done pretty soon on this part of the house. Okay, nobody's answering me. So let's see what's under wisdom. Oh, we still got to take Mother Mary. We have truth. Look at that. I mean, is divine in your life? Absolutely, 100%. What does truth want you to do? Judgment want you to do? They're calling you to the present moment. They want to let you know that there's about to be a rebirth. Now, this is a love reading, so it has to be in love. And then wisdom, faith, hope. But let's go ahead and Peace Corps, are you brushing your teeth? Oh, good. Good, Marilyn. Or, man, I notice my eyes are getting bad. You can't hear the lawnmower. Oh, good. All right, let's take Mother Mary over these connections. And then if anybody has any questions um, regarding the reading, or I guess in general, then I'm happy to take them. I am doing donations only, but I only do that on these type of readings. All right, Mother Mary, words of wisdom from my beautiful soulmates. You know, it seems like there's no denying your soulmates. It just seems like there's no denying it. And I love the reflection that's being done, especially with Divine's help. And that may be why, again, where I feel like the Emperor is this person in a higher vibration. Maybe before I only cared about myself, but now I care about the world. Now I care about my fellow man. Now I care about you. Now, I feel like they always cared about you. All right. Mother Mary, words of wisdom for those who are here, whatever their situation. Ooh, look at that. Patience again. That is temperance 3 times. I trust in divine timing. I trust in divine timing. And then look what follows. Signs. Sign, sign everywhere. Sign. I watch for, notice, and trust the signs that heaven continuously sends. Patience. I trust in divine timing. Patience. Divine timing. Patience. Divine timing. Signs. Well, that makes sense because judgment, calling it to the present moment. Let's just say an opportunity for a rebirth, because of course you have free will. You can say no, no way, Jose, or you can say yes. That's your free will. That it's given to you. It's your gift. So, but I trust in divine timing, and then I follow the signs. Interesting that I asked you to ask your guides to send you signs during this reading. And then we get signs. So some of you, this is your sign. I kind of love it. I kind of love it. I think that's why I've been doing tarot for so long, because there is never a reading that I do that does not surprise me in some way, that does not teach me, to lift my spirituality even higher. They're just, and, I also know that who's ever watching has to use their own intuition, because, yes, wouldn't it be great if all soulmates could just come back together, like in harmony? So trust your own intuition. But listen, this isn't easy. I can see that. This doesn't seem easy, but in the same breath, I feel like what happened is a lot of earthly human interference. But spirit is like, but we still would love to see you two together. Again, your free will. But if you so trust in divine timing, and then watch for the signs. Thank you, Mother Mary. All right. So what I'm going to do, I don't know. I don't know if I should pick this up. Let's see what you guys are saying first. Thank you, Evan. Yeah, I have to tell you, my day is much better. Like the energy for some reason, I don't know about the rest of you, you know, Mercury's in retrograde and I'm doubly ruled by Mercury. Like the last couple days, not really yesterday, but I was so low, just like crying for no reason. And I feel like I'm crying for the world. You know what I mean? I feel like it's the wars and everything that's going on and the hunger and, oh, I just want to fix it. But instead, I cry for them. I do pray. But thank you for asking, Evan. You too. I think it's Marianne, right? V Scorp, Leo is your twin sun, but my rising. I'm not sure what, I don't know what you mean, but okay. Thank you, Marianne. I just want to make sure I got your name right. Hi, Amy. Welcome. Get rid of that. Okay. Anyone have any questions? I mean, what's your thoughts on the reading? Marianne, it's an ongoing process for 7 years that wore us down. Yeah, I feel like that's what that Ten of Swords is. You know, the Ten of Swords and then the Eight of Swords. Because at one time that Ten of Swords was in the upright, right? At one time, dagger and dagger and dagger kept coming. So it makes sense that I would create this wall around me. I don't want any more daggers. But I feel like that is the soulmate's lesson, is not to create these self-created prisons. Instead, face what I got to face. And listen, I feel like one side, I really feel like I feel like one side has kind of moved on with their life. But I still feel that longing, you know, I just still feel that longing. Leo and Taurus. You know, Marianne, I feel like opposite signs are good together. Well, I can see my video is behind. Um, I do. I feel like opposite signs because I feel like you can help complete each other. You can really learn from each other. Well, you're not really opposites. Well, kind of, sort of. Leo is your rising sign, and Leo is my twin sun sign. Gotcha, V Scorp. Leo and Aquarius are opposite. Yeah, yeah, you know, and it's funny because my daughter, who's a Scorpio, I keep telling her that you need to look for a Taurus. Now, I don't really mean it, but I love Taurus and Scorpio together. Um, I feel like their energy is great together. I just feel like, like Virgo and Pisces, we can help learn from each other. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pick up the cards and see if anybody's got any questions. Just because I'm picking up the cards, I'll remember them. Like, I don't think I'll forget this reading for a little while. And what I mean by that is I'm going to leave the main cards out, though. It's because I do so many readings. It's, someone will come back, like, let's say a week later and ask me a question, and I can't answer it because, like, I've done 10 readings since then. But there's certain readings that really stick with me. And I have a feeling this is going to be one of them. And it's interesting that I chose to go live with you again, because the last time we did this reading, I went live with you. And you're the only sign. Other signs are probably like, what the hell, Sandy? Oh, I know what you meant, Marianne. I know what you meant. Yeah, it makes sense to me. I know what you mean. Um, I mean, it's like Sam and I. He's a Virgo, I'm a Virgo, but we're very different. There's a lot of things that are the same, but there's also things that are different. Now, I feel like it's also, how you lived your life, like the experiences you had, those type of thing, how you overcame them, and did I overcome them? Um, you missed the star, so we'll be replaying it again. Oh, the start. Oh, I'm telling you, my eyes are getting bad. I thought you said star. Yeah, definitely watch it in full. That's why I kind of ignore all comments until the reading is done because I want all my focus to be on your reading. Thank you, Amy. Anybody have any questions about the reading or any questions in general about love? And you don't have to donate, by the way. I mean, it's up to you guys, but you don't have to donate if you have a question. I'd rather answer your questions. Let's say you don't have the money to donate. Well, I'd still rather answer your questions than leave you hanging. You know what I mean? Marianne, yes, agreed. I've done a lot of research into the whys and understand why we are how we are. That's kind of like that Nine of Wands, reflecting over. Have any of you like come close to coming back together? And you know what? While I wait for that answer, all of a sudden I get this feeling that I need to pull a Mother Mary card for those who are here right now. And it can relate back to the reading, but this is for you. This is for you. And something is telling me, like, pull me back out. Put me in there. Put me in, coach. All right. So this is for everyone who's here. And really anyone who's going to be watching chat replay, because I do have that on. Okay. Well, that didn't take long. We have boundaries. Boundaries. I am clear and honest with others about my expectations. Well, that reminds me of the Queen of Pentacles coming out as the first one over the Three of Cups. She would set boundaries. I'm clear and honest with others about my expectations. And then we have integrity. And I think that's the word I was looking for the Emperor. Now, Emperor's card Aries, but I wasn't really reading it as Aries, to be honest with you. What's it say? I trust my ability to know what is true for me. I trust my ability to know what is true for me. Boundaries, integrity. And what we get before, patience and signs. Sun, sun, everywhere, sun. It's an off and on thing. We have 3 years together and we still live in the same house, but separately. Marianne, that's got to be hard. Are you guys still in love? Do you still feel the love? I'm going to just click out real quick and then get back right back in. And I'm doing that because sometimes I miss comments. I told it not to put ads on. Okay. Okay, now I see even more. Wow, I was missing quite a few. Well, okay, V Score. Will your son Reese find a job he will enjoy this year? Let's find out. Let's pick up Mother Mary. And you know what? Let's pick up this also. And I think what I'm going to do, V Scorp, is use the Tarot of Dreams. So will Reese find a job soon? Oh, you didn't say soon. Will Reese find a job he will enjoy well this year? Let's give him a cut. We start with the Magician, Manifester. You know, the Magician reminds us that we have all the tools we need to be truly successful in this life. We just need to use those tools. We need to trust in ourselves. So I feel like, you know, your son showing up first and foremost as a magician is a good sign. You know, I feel like Reese has a lot to offer the world. And I'm not picking that up through cards. I'm just picking that up. I just feel like Reese has a lot to offer the world. He may not even know that yet. We have the Page of Swords. I feel like that is Reese, because it would be your son. We have the Tower. Don't freak out. Look at this, the Ace of Pentacles. So I don't know if Reese lost a job, you know, or is at a job that like he's not particularly happy in. But then the Ace of Pentacles follows that Tower. So to me, that feels like, you know, if something was eclipsed out of his life, probably on purpose, though, you know, you don't know that at that moment. Tower is really about disruption. But then what opens up is the Ace of Pentacles. And to me, especially with the Ace of Pentacles mirroring the Magician, I feel that's very powerful energy. The Two of Pentacles, and then the King of Pentacles. Now, that would make sense if the King of Pentacles would show up. I don't know what Reese's sign is, but it would make sense that the King would show up at this point, because I feel like what this is saying is, you know, it's interesting. I feel like if Reese keeps his intention on, let's just say, you know, I want to say his dreams, but we don't always get to live out like, you know, that dream job. But maybe I accidentally find that dream job. You know what I mean? So I feel like, yes, there was some type of a tower, um, but I don't feel like this tower really is interfering. I feel like this ace is going to show up. I feel like Reese is manifesting that. Now, that could simply mean I'm putting out resumes. But I also feel it's saying very qualified, even if, you know, sometimes I got to fake it till I make it, especially with the Ace of Pentacles, because like this, to me, the Ace of Pentacles is a seed. And then if I nurture that seed, it goes to the Ten of Pentacles. That's the house of abundance. So I do feel like he's gonna, I do feel like a job is going to find him. He's going to find a job. And then the Two of Pentacles, it's like it puts the ball in his court. And, you know, maybe your son is good at looking at the big picture. You know what I mean? And like, I'm trying to think what kind of career would be good for that. You know what I mean? Like looking at the big picture. But I also feel like your son's intelligent. I feel like your son I feel like he's going to develop his voice, and I don't mean like a singing voice, could be, but what I mean is like where I feel like his voice becomes more. I just feel like your son is going to become more and more important. It's almost like the world needs him now. Doesn't mean I'm doing something big and gigantic. It can be just a dream job, but in the same breath, it's like there's something about this that feels like it just feels right. It feels right. So I feel like the answer is yes. The answer is yes, especially starting with the one and then it mirroring the ace. I mean, especially the ace of pentacles, because that's really what I was looking for. And then the ball is put in his court. But I feel like he's going to take it because it's interesting. It's like I go from a boy to a man. Now, I don't feel like he's a boy, but you know what I mean. I feel like there's growth. Like, here I am with what I know now, but here I am now. It's almost like in a position where probably of some type of authority. Now, again, I may have to work up to that, but I do feel like the answer is yes. Not only yes, but I feel like, well, you asked if it's something. I think you said, will he enjoy it? And I feel like the answer is yes. And I feel like he's gonna feel like lucky. Like I feel he's gonna feel lucky. He may not say those words. Maybe he does. Um, yeah, I just feel really good about it. I hope that helped. Of course, we'll find out, right? We'll find out, but I'm pretty confident the answer is yes. Oh, I should have gave that a heart. Oh, I thought that said my daughter was on live. I was telling people before that my daughter and I are going to go live together. It's interesting because under YouTube's camera, couple weeks ago I went on to do a live and I saw where I could add someone and I was like, yes. And now I go back and it's gone. So I think I have to download well, I did download Zoom and I think we're going to try it from there, but keep your eyes and ears open because we're going to read together. So we're both going to read for the same person, the same question, but with two different, like I'll do my cards, she'll do her cards, and then we'll just talk about it. We will compare them. Like I'm really looking forward to it. I just got to figure out how and when. When will be soon. The minute I figure it out, we're going to do it because she's ready to go too. All right, I'm gonna stay on because I'm not in a rush right now. But until any questions come, I feel like let's go ahead and do a reading for you all. I'm going to use the Universal Tarot, and I'm leaving it open. Doesn't have to be about Leo. This is just whatever signs, whatever the universe wants you to know right now. I said that a lot today. Right now. Excuse my nails, by the way. I was helping Sam fix a chainsaw. So now I know how to take a chainsaw apart and put it back together. And today we were out there, we got, those bad storms. So we had to go out and pick up and there was a ton of them, all the limbs and twigs, and so he could cut the grass. So we filled the whole back of his truck full of limbs, and we still got to cut one. But anyways, and then I looked down at my hands. I'm like, oh my God, my fingernails look terrible. So I apologize. All right, this is for the collective, guys. Put your intentions out there. For those who are here, for those who will be watching chat replay, we have the Queen of Wands. Can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Hello, Ten of Cups. She's looking right at that Ten of Cups. And then look at this, the Two of Pentacles. So it's like this queen is answering someone's question. It's almost like it is part of Leo's reading. But I don't want to just say Leo here. But it does look like this queen, because she's looking at that Ten of Cups. And then she's making a decision about that Ten of Cups. Okay, well, let's keep going. We have the Moon, card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. Can certainly be uncertainty. But it can also be very dreamy energy, especially with the Ten of Cups here. I like that the ball is put in the Queen's court, because again, it's free will. And that's what I feel this is. Two of Pentacles, a lot of people call it the Juggler's card. I feel like it's more about using your logical mind. Like, will this benefit me, or will it deplete me? Is it good for my life, or it will be more pain and sorrow? Well, we have the Ten of Cups. There's that Knight of Wands back. So it feels like now this queen has been reflecting. And again, the Knight of Wands to me is such an important card, because if I don't know myself, if I don't know myself in love, if I don't understand where my fears come from, because I can control that. Like, the Knight of Wands to me is really looking back at least the last chapter of your life. I feel like, why not look at every chapter? Because then you can see the patterns that develop in your life. And then you can cut those patterns if you so choose. But I feel like this person becomes truly a spirit warrior. And I feel like fear doesn't really play a role in my life as much as it used to. I'm not going to say fear doesn't ever come up. But when I know myself, well, I feel like that's the ticket to life, to be honest. All right, we have, hello, King of Cups under the Ten of Cups. Now, can be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, of course. We do have Pisces on the board, but we also have Cancer's ruler. But just like we saw the Queen in Leo's reading, I feel the same thing for the King. Like, this is someone who, now, if he's in reverse, I would say run. And I was married to the King of Cups in reverse. And I ran. Took me a while, but I ran. But in the upright, this is loving. This is someone who appreciates a relationship. They appreciate having that person, like my person. And what often comes to mind is like, I'm out. Maybe I'm at work and something happens and you're the first person I call for good things and bad things. Like, you're the first person. You are my person. Okay. Well, there's the Emperor back again. And then the Three of Cups is kind of tying back to Leo's reading, I have to say. So, Queen of Wands, she's looking right at that Ten of Cups with a question. So someone must be asking her, will you be in the Ten of Cups with me? Now, even though it's dreamy, it's also a little uncertain, right? Can we take it to the Ten of Cups? Well, if I know myself, and I love that the King and the Queen are both sharing the 9. That means both have gone through this, both have reflected. And then we have the Emperor again. Now, could certainly stand for Aries here, but I feel like with the question right above Aries, or right above the Emperor, again, it could just mean that someone has evolved. And then the Three of Cups, well, rejoice and celebration. Rejoicing in celebration. I want to take one. There's that Eight of Swords. Okay, I feel like we're still continuing with Leo's reading. And the other side of that, we have the Three of Pentacles. 33. It never fails that I see 33, especially in my live readings. And I don't know why. I actually did look it up. I looked up 333. But I see 33 all the time together. So the Three of Pentacles to me, because I feel like this is a love reading. Three of Pentacles to me is a great omen because I feel like this is talking about each's individuality and being appreciated for it. And sometimes I feel like in the Three of Pentacles, someone could certainly be like admiring me from afar. And when I say from afar, it doesn't have to mean like faraway lands, though that could be also. But like Marianne, it could just be like in your living room, So anyways, 8, 9, 10, 11. Right there. For those in a twin flame, I feel like the lesson in this lifetime is how not to create these barriers. This is a fear-based energy. And I just literally don't want the same of what I've had. I don't want my heart broken, right? I don't want bullshit. Like, if it's going to be love, then I want it to be love. Now, love doesn't come easy. You know what I mean? Like, even in love, like Sam and I are very much in love, but boy, we can fight too. And that's the Virgo in us. But we can fight. And let's go right in the middle. Hello, Ace of Pentacles. Come on. So again, what does the Ace of Pentacles mean to me or at this table? It means that something is coming into your physical world. To me, the Ace of Pentacles is tangible. I can touch it. I can smell it. I can feel it. Maybe I can love it. Maybe I can kiss it. All of that. Now, I also feel, again, with any ace, I've got to nurture that ace. And if we nurture that ace, then I feel like, can we go to the 10 of Cups? I feel like the answer is yes. And I feel like, realizing, or at least let me put it a different way, the importance of, how do I say this? Like allowing one to be who they are. You know what I mean? Like sometimes we fall in love and then I've had this where someone wants to just change everything about me. And it's like, well, wait a minute. I thought you loved me. You don't love me. You love what you want me to be. You know what I mean? I want love that loves me the way I am. And vice versa. What I want, I also have to be willing to give for this to be equal. And that's just compromise, right? We have to compromise in love. We have to set boundaries. Okay, I'm going to let that be, but that was for all of you. Interesting. I don't know if that related to anyone. I'm going to shuffle the Good Witch Tarot because whatever question comes up next, I can already feel that it's meant to come through this deck. So let's just get it ready. Hope everyone's having a good day or evening, wherever you're at. wherever you're at. Grab a drink. Anyone? Any questions? All right, I'm going to do a couple shuffles. Look at that. 2 cups came out. So I'm just going to keep going because I feel like since the card came out, let's keep reading. So we have the soulmates right off the bat. I mean, love, love, love. Queen of Wands, she keeps showing up. Replace your self-doubt with self-confidence. Whoa. Well, hello, lovers. Well, lovers, we got to take that next because it's face up. It's one of the rules at my table is like whatever's face up gets first placement. But hello, lovers. Come on. I mean, first of all, it's card of Gemini. It is a head over heart decision. And that could very much be the case here. But I feel like also it's talking about connections. It's talking about chemistry. I get this feeling of like being with someone where it's just like I always want to have my hand on them, like whether I'm holding their hand or I'm just touching their shoulder, whatever it is. It's like I feel like our hand, like we always want to be touching. We have 9 of Swords. Well, that could be why the Lovers is here also. Head over heart decision. What time is it on her clock? 3 a.m. What do they call that? The witching hour? 3 a.m. Sleepless nights. Thinking about love. You know, 9 of Swords is about unnecessary worry. And because it's a 9, again, reflection, but final reflection to then put it behind you. But let's keep going. Let's see where this worry is coming from. Because nothing on the table looks like there's a reason to worry. 3 cups again. Under the 2 cups, hello. Soulmates rejoicing in celebration. We have the 8 of Wands, fast-moving energy. We have the Page of Cups. Some of you, I feel like this is probably someone of an earlier time. You could have known, you know, or you do know. Of course, you would know. To me, when the Page of Cups comes out, it means a couple different things. I feel like first and foremost, it does talk about the inner child. And, you know, sometimes it's healing of the inner child. And I feel like that's a little bit of the 9 of Swords. But then I feel like it's really learning to love all those, what you would call, or what we would call those broken little pieces of ourselves, you know, or like those quirks that maybe we don't like about ourselves, but someone else is going to love. It's like, what do you mean? I find that adorable, you know, type of energy. But let's see what follows that. 3 of Wands. It's like turn that frown upside down. Optimism. And look at this. 2 3s mirroring each other. 3, 3. And what number is that? 33. Someone has got to look up 33. I don't know if anybody here would want to do that. I could do that. But look at that. So it's the opposite energy of the Nine of Swords. And again, that Nine of Swords is unnecessary worry. Let's read what it says. We will get a bit carried away with our worries sometimes. Oh, we all get carried away with our worries sometimes. True. But it is mirroring with soulmates. And the Three of Wands is below it. Put yourself out there and you'll be rewarded one way or another. I love reading the messages under these cards, and normally I don't like cards that have words on them. I like to use my intuition and let like the image like ignite it. But I kind of love the words on these cards. Come together. Come together right now over me. We have the Hermit. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like today I am meant to read for soulmates and potentially twin flames. I feel like that is the message of the day for me. The Hermit. Definitely listen, you have the Hermit, a 9. It is a card of Virgo. But it's also about deep reflection. And it's really spiritual reflection on this earthly plane. Like help me handle this earthly plane instead of going to this worried mind. So I love that the Hermit is here, and then it's being mirrored by the Seven of Pentacles. To me, the Seven of Pentacles is really your tree of life. Like I feel like your soul seeds of intention, like experiences our souls wanted to have, or my soul wanted to have before it came into this lifetime. And one of them, I feel like, is the soulmate. I mean, how can it not be? Nurture what you have and see how it grows and grows. Nurture what you have and see how it grows and grows. Optimism, not fear. And I get it. I don't want my heart broken, right? But what's that saying? It's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. And I also want to remind everyone that, this is temporary. Our life, it's temporary. And then when we cross over, that's when life starts. And I feel like, like when we cross over these Nine of Swords type energy, we look back and be like, man, we put a lot of worry. Like I put a lot of worry over things that just were, I didn't need to. But maybe that is part of what your soul wanted to learn. I don't feel like the soulmates had the easiest of journey. And I do feel like, like they may have broken up and come back together. But here's the thing. I feel like because we keep receiving the soulmates and lovers, it just really feels meant to be. It just feels meant to be. And I guess it's all in divine timing. But I love the Seven of Pentacles here because, again, I feel like when that seed, or what I always compare it to like an apple tree. When that apple is ripe, then we're going to pick it. We don't want to pick it before it's ripe because then it's bitter, sour. We don't want to pick it afterwards because then it's just no good. It's the right time. And that is what signs are about. Signs, they're going to lead you. And wherever they lead you, let's just forget all this and just talk about signs. Wherever the signs lead us, I don't know how they could be bad. Unless it's really a soul lesson that we've yet to have and we still want to have it. And that's not bad. It's hard, but not bad. So, okay, let's pick that up. The room's being awful quiet today, but maybe because I just keep talking. I knew there was a reason why this deck wanted to come out. I'm just going to keep doing readings. I'm in the mood to just do readings and for a little bit more. And definitely let me know if, first of all, I should make sure that I'm not missing any comments. I put no ads. Oh, and I was. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I gotta remember to keep refreshing my screen. Hi, Ariel. No, it seems like he's moved on, which tells me he never cared to begin with. Don't think that. Don't think that, Ariel. You know, I get it. But I would say another way of looking at it is maybe someone was eclipsed out of your life because maybe something better is coming. Or, again, just with the 3 readings that we've done so far, each of them, reflection was like so important. But, you're like, I feel like love will find you, whether it be that person or someone else. Marianne, I can only keep the faith and hope things will work out in the end. I don't get much indication if he still loves me. However, it's unconditional from me. Part of me is thinking like if I didn't love you, and yeah, it could be financial reasons why you're together and that, but something is just like, something is telling me, I feel like loves you. Now, there may be things that's in between that, but like I feel like how you're saying there's unconditional love on your side. I feel like it's the other way around too. And I'm picking this up intuitively, Marianne. I just feel like, again, there could be some issues that, or, if it doesn't work out, then again, like, I think of relationships I've been in, and when they ended, you think, oh my God, that's it, and then someone comes along, like, especially if you trust in divine timing, that just is like, oh my God, you were the person I needed. Oh. Beware. Who put that up?
It was on the telephone pole right up here. Tracy Weston's kids. I put a no trespassing sign. Me and her's gonna have a fucking talk.
What?
Beware of pedophile.
No, I read that.
It makes me look like a pedophile.
It was on where at?
Right there on my telephone pole.
Oh my God.
They're all over town. So I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna say, it's posted now. Stay off my property.
Who are you going to say that
So
to?
I'm gonna go down and talk to Chuck first, and I'm gonna talk to Tracy.
All right, well, calm down.
No, I'm done. I'm not gonna settle for this shit this year.
Wow, guys. Wow. Sam just came in, and there was a sign posted on our telephone pole in the yard. It's like sits back in our yard a little bit, and it said, beware of pedophiles, something, and now they're all over the place. But we got a call the day, sorry, I'm taking up your time, but he got a call from his, I guess, niece who lives right next door, though we don't really talk. Not that I don't talk, I just don't know her. But anyway, she said that she saw a guy driving around, but she's trouble. And she believed he was a pedophile. But she's done she says things about people that can really destroy the reputation. But now Sam is beside himself because it's in our yard. And he feels like that it makes him look like, it's making him look like like a pedophile. Oh my God. Anyway, life, right? Life. Hi, Dawn. I'm getting back. Lindsay, I don't know if I said hi. Your son's Gemini, he just joined the armed forces. You must be proud, but worried. No more past. I'm over my past. I know you are, dear. At the end of the Capricorn reading yesterday, he drove by with something. It has sir. He drove by with sir. I think you meant she. So it is over. He is her problem. And I am free. Yeah, okay. I should have just read the line below. Good. I'm glad you're free, Dawn. I'm glad you're free because I feel like enough is enough with Sheldon. You know what I mean? I almost feel like, he wants his cake and eat it too. Is that saying? Like, I want my cake and eat it too. Marianne, maybe from the Three Swords. Gosh, why would you want to repeat that painful lesson? I think you're talking to Dawn. I'll be right back. I'm just going to close my door back up. He left my door open. I worry about Sam when he gets he has every right to feel the way he feels, but I worry about him because he has a heart condition. All right, since no one's asking any questions, well, let me click out one more time, go back in. I shouldn't have to do this, but oh, dang it. See, I didn't. I'm getting so tired of YouTube. Like, why do I have to keep refreshing my screen to see your comments? I'm getting up and doing my best every day. I know you are, Dawn. Hi, Nurse MI, I think. All right, Dawn. So, good messages for Dawn. Good messages for Dawn. I have the tarot. No, it's called the Universal Tarot out. I'm going to use it, Dawn. And Marianne, we'll do a general, like from your guides after. So for Dawn. All right. Eight of Cups. Well, that's literally what you just said to me. Like, I'm done. I'm done. Well, that is being done, right? That's understanding that the past is the past. The past is over. And it doesn't mean the past is over for everyone, but for you, I definitely feel like and what I love, Dawn, is that you moving out of that emotional energy. And where's this person moving to? The Nine of Cups, which is inner harmony. We have Four of Cups. But there is a cup being offered. Four of Cups speaks about discontentment and boredom in one's life. I want change, but it doesn't have to speak about every part of my life. I feel like it's speaking about the cups for you. So emotional, can be love. And then, look literally, here is this cup. In this image, this person's not noticing that cup, but it's there. It's there. Ten of Wands. I feel like that's what the energy you've been in. Dawn, I have a feeling you have a tendency to carry the world upon your shoulders. Well, hello, Ten of Cups. How about we just switch houses? And I don't mean literally. I feel like Eight of Cups, right? This is where you have reflected. And you literally said, like, I'm done. I'm done. You're free. Well, that's what's happening in the Eight of Cups. You are finding that freedom. But then look what's happening. There's a cup being offered. Well, that's probably Shanton, if I'm saying that right. But whoever it may be, and I'm not really looking at it. And why aren't I looking at it? Because next shows the Ten of Wands. And I feel like really, Dawn, what this is saying is you're tired of struggling alone. You know what I mean? I feel like you like, I want someone in my life. And the Ten of Cups to me is a really good sign. I feel like Ten of Wands is kind of like your time with Sheldon, and then the needing to overcome all that. And now we move into the Ten of Cups. So let's go below that. To me, that's saying, is there a Ten of Cups out there for me? Does Ten of Cups exist for me? And I feel like it's saying yes, yes, yes. Two tens back to back. Well, excuse me, three tens back to back. Look at that. Three tens. Ten of Wands. That is a period of heavy responsibility. You are going through that now with your job and everything else. But I do feel like the light is getting in, like more and more. I feel like the light is reaching you. And I do feel like this Ten of Wands is talking about like it coming to an end. I do feel like there is going to be someone there for you. And I kind of love that you have not only the Ten of Cups, which is the house of harmony, the house of love, laughter, joy. And then you have the Ten of Pentacles, the house of abundance, loyalty, which I feel like is a must. Six of Wands, victory. I definitely feel like there's going to be a day that all this crap that you've had to deal with Sheldon, this move, going back to your old job, all of that, like, even good change is hard. But I feel like as you move along, it does feel like things are getting better and better. And though I know it probably hurt to see her in Sheldon probably driving by your house, in a way, I feel like it did set you free. And because I feel like Sheldon is yesterday's news. And I felt that from the get-go, like Sheldon is yesterday's news. But yes, he still has like a few hooks in you, though I do feel like you are entering, it does feel like freedom. Not just freedom, but the Six of Wands, which again is the energy of victory. It means that, I just feel like you're going to feel so different about your life. All right, well, let's keep going. Let's go under these tens. 3 tens together. Look at this. The world. The next chapter. And I kind of love that it's coming under the 10 of Wands. The heaviness. A lot of responsibility. Trying to push all those wands up a hill. I often feel the person in the 10 of Wands is secretly wishing for a tower. Just allow this heaviness to end. Well, there you go. So this does signify the next chapter. And maybe, again, what you needed to see was that girl with Sheldon. Because when you say it set you free, that's everything I'm feeling in your reading. And then we have the moon. I don't know why my screen went so dark. The moon, dreamy. I mean, I can't read it any other way but dreamy. It is a card of Pisces, ruler of Cancer. It's uncertainty. And that just may simply mean that not everything needs to move from A to Z. Sometimes A, B, C, D. The joy and the excitement and the adventure is within the journey. But it is kind of showing us like the potential of the ultimate outcome. The 10 of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. So in a way, I feel like Sheldon has a big responsibility of that 10 of Wands. And if I'm truly able to put Sheldon in my past, which I know you can, and I feel like now you are for sure. I feel like it's like literally telling the universe, I'm done. I'm done. And I know you said you're done before, but I could feel the pain of seeing her with Sheldon. I can feel that. And although that sucks, and I do feel it sucks, I feel like it's same breath, it may have been life-saving, if that makes sense. All right, I want to take a card on one end. That is the High Priestess, your intuition. On the other end, the 7 of Swords. I feel like what it's saying is you've come to a point where it's interesting, because when I did Leo's reading, I was feeling like where I can really trust my own intuition to be the measure if something is going to be good for me or not so good. Let's just say whoever this cup is being offered, and it is being offered. You just may not recognize it for what it is yet. I feel like in no way is it the 7 of Swords, which is untrustworthy energy, because it's being mirrored by your intuition. So your intuition becoming stronger and stronger and stronger, and using that energy as the measure of anything and anyone who comes towards you. I feel like at this point in your life, like, you'll know. And if you don't, then just take your time. Just take your time. But it literally feels like there is a new chapter that wants to open up for you. And if I want to read that, I mean, I don't know how I can't read the moon as dreamy energy coming under that 10 of Cups. And I also want to say, I get a feeling that you may have a hard time trusting. Let's just say in love. I don't feel like in general, but I feel like as it relates to relationships, and I feel like Sheldon has a lot to do with that. And I feel like the more you tell the universe, I know what I deserve. I know, what I want. Doesn't have to be who I want. Doesn't have to I just want love of a high vibration. And I feel like your prayers will be answered. But maybe this final drive-by, so to speak, is truly what set you free. And though it hurt, and I know it hurt you, I don't even have to ask. I feel like that closed the door. That closed the door. All right, but Dawn, you have the 10 of Cups. You have the 10 of Pentacles. You have the 8 of Cups, which means you are clearing that emotional house. You are putting it behind you. And this person is moving into inner harmony. And let me tell you, I feel like when you have inner harmony and then love shows up, love is so different, right? Because I'm different. I'm more confident. I now know to set boundaries. You know what I mean? I trust in my energy. If someone lies to me and I'll be out of town and they can say no, I don't lie, but you know what you know now. It's spiritual growth is what it is, Dawn. But hello, 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. And the World. Marianne, I'm going to go ahead and just ask your guides. I think I'm going to use the Psychic Tarot, but I'm going to give it a couple good shuffles. So for Marianne, what can she know? What can she hear that'll give her comfort, peace, joy? What signs could she be missing? And if she is missing any signs, can you bring them out now? Give them a cut. All right, and I'm going to shuffle. Marianne, love begins. Ace of Cups. And I'm asking from your spirit guides. And, oh, look at that. The 8 of Swords. I feel like you have a block as it relates to love. You may say, no, I don't. But I have a feeling you do. And it doesn't have to be major. But that literally is a block. And what's next to it? Love. Now, again, the 8 of Swords is a self-created prison. And the good news about that is if I created that prison, well, then I can also uncreate it. I can allow myself to have a new beginning. Let's keep going. Stand your ground. Patience, temperance, again. Divine timing. And I kind of love that temperance is mirroring the Ace of Swords. And, I feel like there's been a period of time, Marianne, where you may feel like you have lost your power, your voice, your true self type of energy. But I feel like, and listen, the 8 of Swords will kind of keep you stuck in that energy. And I feel like don't create barriers for yourself, especially as it relates to love. Trust in divine timing for whatever it may be, whoever it may be in this Ace of Cups. I mean, divine timing, the Ace of Cups. I don't know how it could be. I mean, that just feels beautiful to me. Let's take some more though. Power. This is a strength card. Card Leo. You know, I often feel like this is courage. Reminds me of the Wizard of Oz. Like, what was the lion looking for? Courage, I believe. And that is what I found. How did I find this courage, this power? Where did it come from? It came from my understanding. It came from my reflections. It came from the things that I've overcome. You know, and once you have this power, you never lose it. This person's half man, half lion. Let's just say half woman, half lion. You know, it's like coming to balance within oneself. And I feel like because it's also an 8, it's relating back to that 8 of Swords. Conflict and defeat under that 8 of Swords, okay? It's funny, 8 speaks about a new beginning. 5 speaks about a change. Well, what does it want you to change? The 8 of Swords. Why did that 8 of Swords get created? Conflict. You know, feeling defeated. You know, maybe things haven't worked out in your favor for a while. But listen, maybe they're about to. Let's keep going. Well, hello, lovers. Hello, lovers. Moving on. And with moving on comes the Ace of Pentacles. Or, I'm sorry, the Ace of Wands. So, when I see the 6 of Swords, I got to go back one card. And I got to think about the 5 of Swords. 5 of Swords is where all the toxicity lied. Whatever that may mean, you do have the energy of standing your ground. You know, but standing your ground to like what point? Because I feel like sometimes, like standing our ground, yes, it's important, right? Like it's important to like, and I often feel this person like is like claiming their mountaintop, so to speak. But I also feel if things like if I'm just constantly trying to stand my ground because of conflict, then I got to learn when is enough at the same time. And that's really what the 6 of Swords is. It's moving on just from toxic energy. Now that can even be your own thoughts with the 8 of Swords here. But it is the clearing of that energy. And you have 2 6s that came out together, 66, and then that Ace of Wands. So I feel like, well, I mean, what does it say? Passion ignited. Your heart chakra is ignited, is activated. Whoever it may be from. Let's take one on the other end. Well, hello, Judgment. A rebirth. Potentially in your own house. You know, I say that, but if you feel that's what you want, you know what I mean? But listen, this is about a rebirth. It is calling you to the present moment. You know, my miracles don't happen in the past. They don't happen in the future. They happen in present day moment. And it's being mirrored by the Ace of Wands. So it's like your spiritual team is going to purposefully ignite or activate your heart chakra at just the right time because it's now over the Ace of Cups. I feel like there's been some difficult lessons that you've been learning. But here's the thing. I feel like as you learn them, you know, and as you close chapters, then you open up the next chapter because we have to learn how to do that. We got to learn when to close the door so that a new door can open. It reminds me of like our closet. Like if we kept everything we've ever owned, every piece of clothing, we'd never have room for anything new. And to me, it signals to the universe that I don't want anything new, when maybe I do. So cleaning out the closet, so to speak, can be a very important energy for you. You know, it's like in the witches, in the cozy witch, they have a broom and it's like out with the old, in with the new. Okay. Wow, Mary Ann. Go ahead and put those up there. I'm just waiting for Sam to come home and be like, bust through my door like those son of a bitches. It's not funny, but we live in a little town in Pennsylvania, and it's little, and people just like to gossip around here. And I told Sam, I'm like, I think we just need to sell your house and move. Like, let's move. Like, I'd like to get a cabin in the woods or something like that. Anyway, let me read. No more past. At the end of the Capricorn rest of the day. Okay, I read that. Marianne. Could be Marianne. I don't, you know, Dawn, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Sheldon is your twin flame. Could be a soulmate. But remember, a lot of times, you know, soulmates are to help each other, and sometimes it's through lessons. But it doesn't mean like all soulmates we should spend the rest of our lives with. I feel like I have to refresh my screen again. I can see on one side on my laptop that there's comments that I'm missing. Yep. Lindsay, you're driving. You're in a car driving. I have a feeling Sam's going to come in the room in a second. MBB604. Of course you can. I'm going to continue to sit on my porch and he can watch me be happy. Good for you, Dawn. Hi, Camille. Messages from your spiritual team, please. You got it, my friend. I feel like that's just my chair making all that noise. I'm going to use a good tarot for you, Camille. Okay, wait a minute. First of all, I got it upside down. Camille's spiritual team. What messages do you have today? What signs? What's Camille current energy? What can you look forward to? Whatever you have, we're open. All right, Camille. 9 of Cups. We'll take it. I mean, in a way, I feel like saying, dare I say that you've been enjoying your life more and more? Like you're finding more reasons to enjoy your life than previous periods. It also, you know, it's a 9, so I feel like this is yet to come. like this is the next chapter. And I feel like we run in 9-year chapters. We have the Two of Wands. Hello, Temperance, everywhere today. Everywhere today. This is about divine timing. The Hangman. Slow down, you move too fast. Don't you want the night to last? All right, so you have the Two of Wands, which does signify to me that there's a new path opening up. Now, it is under divine temperance, or it's under temperances or divine's energy, divine's, that's not what I want to say. There's something else I want to say. Like under divine's control, almost like I don't need to worry about whatever is heading towards me next, because it is talking about a desirable path, something that would be desirable. And I feel like, listen, maybe you had to wait for a while. But again, it's all in divine timing, and the Hangman, it's a pause in the action. But maybe first, like you finding this inner harmony, and I do feel that, like I feel like I've just been enjoying my life more. Like I feel like there's more and more things to be grateful for, and I feel like the more you're grateful, the more you find things to be grateful for. I mean, that is the way I feel like the world works, you know. And I don't feel like you've always felt that way, but I do feel like you're moving like, but I feel like you're like, I definitely feel like your foot's in the Nine of Cups. You know what I mean? Like your toes are already in the water. Let's go below that. We have the Queen of Cups under the Nine of Cups. We have, hello, Eight of Pentacles. Look at this, under the Two of Wands. Now, if I remember correctly, I felt like there was something new on your plate, like in your money sector. And I feel like this is a very, very good omen. The Eight of Pentacles, its message is, can I be successful? And it says, as long as you put your focus on it, the answer is yes. The answer is yes. And I often feel in the Eight of Pentacles, like my interest is being piqued, like a sign is being shown, and I follow that sign. And lo and behold, I find myself now doing something that I love doing. And then the Lovers again. I mean, everywhere. Card of Gemini. It is a head over heart decision. And that could be part of this. Because I do feel like, since we have the Two of Wands, listen, I feel like you're already moving in your money sector, but there may be something even more, like another avenue opening up for you. And listen, if that's the case, I feel like you will, like, I want to say you'll love it. Though I do feel like it takes your hard work, but I do feel like you'll love it. And I feel like if I'm needing to make a decision, follow my head or follow my heart, well, because you have so much water over here, I would say follow your heart. But let's take one more. We have the Seven of Cups, little uncertainty. Can also relate back to love. Seven of Cups is mirroring this Queen of Cups over here. And we do have the Lovers right there. Though I do feel like the Lovers for you is a head over heart decision. But I'm also not going to leave out love. Let's take one on each side. Well, hello, Ten of Pentacles. Camille, I know you're heading this direction. I know it. Like, I can't remember your last reading, but I remember it felt abundant. That's what I remember from it. Wow, this is abundance. This is the house of abundance. Let's see what mirrors it. The Two of Pentacles. Will you or won't you? Should I or shouldn't I? Follow your head or do I follow my heart? I feel like follow your heart because I feel like your heart will lead you to the right place. And I just feel like you're becoming more and more abundant. And I feel like, and then new avenues continue to open up for you. You know, the Two of Pentacles they call it the Juggler's card, and that can certainly be the case. But I feel like it's more like, is it like, I'm going to follow what feels like it's going to be, I don't want to just say abundant because it's not just about the money. It's about what I feel more. It's about what will bring you happiness and joy. And I feel like, it's important to you and for a lot of us that, we, especially an opportunity to do something that we love, right? And that be our job. That's what I'm feeling here. But I'm also feeling new avenues opening up. Maybe it could also signify like your interest is going to be piqued, like signs are going to be sent, and just follow them and see like if it does pique your interest because you may be adding in new avenues, you might be getting new epiphanies, new ideas, and I feel like you should follow them. Of course, that is your choice, but I do feel like because I feel like everything is leading you back to this Ten of Pentacles. I may be just starting, but I know if I put my focus there, that I will have this Ten of Pentacles. And I feel like that's the same thing Temperance is saying. Yes, yes, you can have the Ten of Pentacles, but first I got to start at the Eight of Pentacles. First I got to say yes and then move forward. And everything feels like it's moving forward. I feel like the Hangman is what was. Because I feel like the Hangman's being lifted for you. Like any restrictions feel like they're being lifted. I feel like you're moving into a very good time in your life, a very abundant time in your life. Okay, I'm going to leave that be. Oh, Marianne, you're in the middle of cleaning things up and getting rid of what's not wanted. Wow. I feel like that is a sign. Wow. MBB 604. Hi, I met someone online. Bodie, I think it's Bodie. I'm probably saying that wrong. Is it a good idea to date him? All right. I'm going to use the Universal Tarot. The Gilded Tarot. But I want to shuffle it a few times. So you just, look at the time. 3:33 at where I'm at. 3:33. All right, so you just met this person online. Is it a good idea to date them? Are they good for you? And I'm going straight to your spirit guides. Queen of Pentacles, but she didn't make it out. She has to come out to the table. Another rule at my table, like the cards have to come to the table. Unless they flip themselves around in the deck, then I will take them. All right, so anyway, MBB 604 just met this person online. It's a good idea to put energy towards this person? Is this person good for them? We have the Queen of Cups. We have the Five of Pentacles. So this card just flipped over. This is what I'm talking about. And look at this, the Star. Okay. I'm going to take more cards, but before I move on, I feel like we need to talk about the Five of Pentacles first and foremost, because this is where there was a change. And I may not have asked for this change in the Five of Pentacles. It is the energy of feeling kind of like thrown out into the cold. It could have been a breakup, that type of thing. It does feel like a little towerish type of energy, though I do have to say it is a 5. So it is about change. And sometimes it's not change that I asked for. But listen, maybe this change is just exactly what you needed, because what follows it? The Star. Your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. But this is about manifesting them. You know, this is why, well, oh yeah, you can see it. Like this, I should probably cover her boobies, because I used this card for a thumbnail one time and I got a copyright saying nudity. And I'm like, it's artwork. But anyways, they did do that to me. But this is about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, and manifesting. And what I was going to say is this person is pouring their loving and healing waters into the pond, just like Temperance does. We have the Chariot. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Eight of Swords. Okay. So that makes sense because, again, the Five of Pentacles, somebody threw me out into the cold, so to speak. Something happened that, you know, probably I wasn't expecting, or I could have expected it, but still, you know, it's a little towerish, you know, that's what it feels like to me. And from that energy, the Eight of Swords was created. So it's a little bit of a block. It's a self-created prison. But it's literally because I'm trying to protect myself. I don't want my heart broken type of thing. But I have to tell you, especially going into a new potential relationship, you don't want this energy. This is a self-created prison, so you can uncreate it. And a lot of times it's just fear. It's like fear, and I get it, because I certainly don't want to repeat the Five of Pentacles again. Though in the Five of Pentacles, when this change happens, I feel like what happens next is I start to meet my soulmate family. And I mean that in all different ways. Friends, sometimes just people come in out of the blue and just help me for a moment, and then they're gone, but they're still soulmates. And sometimes a soulmate is for the rest of your life. But you do have to look at that. Because I don't feel like I don't feel like there's any bad news here at all. Quite the opposite, especially with the Chariot here, because it does speak about unlimited potential. But it also asks for balance first. You know, I often relate it to like trying to drive a car with two flat tires. If I don't inflate my tires, then my car is not going to go anywhere. You know, so the Chariot's saying, find that balance within yourself. You know, understand like good things happen, bad things happen, but there's nothing that we cannot overcome. And I know that. You know what I mean? Like, I know that from my own life. But what I like about this is I feel like this person appreciates you for who you are. And maybe it's you who worries that, like, will someone appreciate me for who I am? But I already feel like the answer is yes. But now you need to appreciate you. You know, and the Three of Pentacles coming next to it may just simply mean like your individuality, where sometimes people can break us down and make us feel like we're not worthy, or what have you, but that was their opinion. You know, it reminds me of Dawn with Sheldon. Sorry, Dawn, to use you as an example, but like, you know, like I want what I want, but then I start to realize, okay, maybe that's not good for me. So then that ends. And I'm only saying that because I feel like that, you know, it's finding that self confidence. It's not allowing the words from yesteryear to have any effect on your today. You know, freeing yourself. And you're the only person that can do it in the Eight of Swords because you're the one who created it. But listen, we all get it, we all do it. But let's keep going. Queen of Wands, Queen of Action. And, you know, I feel like this is the same because it's coming under the star. I feel like if you feel the desire to move forward, then you should move forward. If you feel passionate about this, then I feel like there's no reason not to move forward. The only reason not to move forward would be because of the past. Now, that would be in your mind, though, because I feel like everything else is saying there's no reason not to move forward. If you feel passionate towards this, and it doesn't mean like I know that I want to spend the rest of my life with someone, it just means I'm going to give it a shot. All right, well, let's look under the Chariot. By the way, card of Cancer, I should have said that, and the Star, card of Aquarius. Look at this, Seven of Wands, but it's in reverse. In the upright, it's stand your ground. And it can be a very defensive type energy. You know what I mean? But listen, at a time, you know, there's probably a period in your time where you needed that energy. But I feel like now it's saying, just breathe and let it be. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles. Well, the meaning of this card is is successful self-employment. So I feel like I want to put that out there. But also this is about feeling independent within yourself. And I feel like when I feel independent within myself, you know, or another, like the Nine of Cups, when I have inner harmony, it's very hard for someone to knock me off my foundation, you know, because my foundation is strong. And when my foundation is strong, everything else around me, like if it's not of the same vibration, it's just going to fall away. And I just want to let it. Oh my God. Okay. Well, hello. I didn't even see this card flip over. Literally sitting on top of the deck. This is the marriage card. Now, am I saying the two of you will get married when I feel like you just met? Maybe. You know, maybe. And it doesn't have to be marriage. It's commitment. But everybody in this commitment wants to be there. So this feels very good. Now, I almost in a way wished it didn't come out because I don't want, like, sometimes I think like we feel that if something is not going to go the whole way, then I have no interest. But how can we know if something's going to go the whole way if we don't, again, put our toes in the water? I feel like the Five of Pentacles and the Eight of Swords is the only thing that's really standing in the way. But that is under your control. And that's good news. And I feel like you just need to learn to love yourself. You know, not that I don't think you do, but I mean like you were created unlike anyone else. And you're special. And you need to know that. And the one who loves you, I feel like will naturally know that. But to answer your question, I feel like this feels like a very good thing. Now, if let's say the Eight of Swords is not uncreated, then I feel like then it's just going to be issues. then I'm going to be afraid to love. Then I'm going to be fearful to give my time myself, right? Because if this is love, let's say it turns into the highest of love, then I've got to be able to give all of myself also. I've got to risk the chance of getting hurt. And that's why you go step by step by step. Because if I'm on step 3 and then the person takes a left and leaves, I'm not going to be quite as hurt as if I went the whole way. You know what I mean? Because I feel like people will reveal themselves. You just need to give them the time. But everything looks very, very good. Only thing is that 8 of Swords. However, that's not even that bad because you can uncreate that. I feel like just believe in yourself and believe that you're worthy of the highest of love. And to me, the Four of Wands is the highest of love. So I like that a lot. Page of Pentacles just showed. And that could certainly be talking about that 8 of Swords. And it may be saying to you like some of these experiences that you've had, they were really there to help you learn in all areas of your life. But I feel like there's a lot of things that are teaching moments in our life, and usually they're not easy. But the reward of, let's just say, completing them is so plentiful. All right, I hope that helped. I have to keep clicking in and clicking out today for some reason. All right, skip ad. Yep, didn't see all you guys. So sorry, guys. I think it's Olivia. Looks like Olivia. Hi, Olivia. Oracle. I may be saying that so wrong. Camille, love a beautiful message. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad. You're only 21, but life has beautiful things for me. I have a feeling you're going to be, Camille, I have a feeling you're going to be sitting in that 10 of Pentacles and loving every moment of it. Especially if you're only 21. Like follow your heart, definitely, as it relates to, well, all things in your life. Hi, Jamie. MBB. I saw 333 yesterday too when we were texting. He's got anxiety. He's cheated. Oh, I'm sorry. He's got anxiety. He cheated. Something cheated on him and he's trying to be, okay, probably hurt, and trying to be more confident in relationships. I've had my shares of heartache though too. So could be both of you. Could be. But man, I hope that, I feel like the potential is so good. He's a Cancer. Well, there you go. And Cancer showed for you. Not only did Cancer show, but it mirrored the Ace, if I remember correctly. Jamie, 2 people read your research paper. Their thoughts. I don't know why I laugh at your questions. Exactly, baby steps. I'll just enjoy the journey. Beautiful. You're very welcome, MBB 604. MBB 604. All right. So Jamie, 2 people have read your research paper. What's their opinion of it? What do they think of it? I'm bringing the Tarot Dreams. For Jamie's research paper. Why can't I say paper? Research paper. All right, I'm going to shuffle. Well, I guess that didn't take long. All right, we have the Eight of Pentacles. That makes sense. We have the Ten of Wands. We have the Queen of Wands. We have the Four of Pentacles. So Four of Pentacles is mirroring the Eight of Pentacles. We have the King of Cups. We have two people right here. We have the Nine of Swords. And then we have the Seven of Swords. Interesting, but let's fill out this block. And then we have the King of Wands. So now we have three people. But one is probably you. Not probably. One is you. You know, Jamie, I get this feeling. First of all, I feel like your paper is received very well. But I do feel like, and I don't know why I'm picking this up, but I do feel like it's going to be checked for like, you know, anything that needed to be cited, you know what I mean? That type of energy. So I do feel like, you know, that will be looked at. You know, I feel like one really enjoyed it. But then I feel like there's another. And I don't know if they're questioning, like, is this Jamie's original, you know, is this all Jamie? So I want to just look at that. Like, why am I thinking that? The Magician and the High Priestess. So yeah, it is all you. Or the Two of Swords. It's interesting because I'm just getting this feeling like, I feel like both people who read it, I feel like the papers are very good. I feel like one is like, oh yeah. I feel like both think it's very good, but I feel like one may question, is this all Jamie? Is this all coming from Jamie? So I guess, you know, making sure I cite any type of, you know, anything I may add. I think the paper's already done. But I don't, but listen, I feel like that's just, why do I feel that? Why would I think that? Because maybe they feel like the paper is so good. Like, maybe they feel so good. You know, you do have the Nine of Swords here, which is a lot of worry. I don't feel like you're in a lot of worry over this. A little bit, yes, but I don't feel like a lot of worry. I feel you're pretty confident in yourself. But yeah, I mean, that's what I'm picking up. I'm trying to figure out, why do I feel like this person would like want to make sure it's all Jamie's work? Well, maybe I feel the paper's so good. Well, why couldn't Jamie? Why? So what? The paper's so good. It doesn't mean couldn't have been Jamie. You're right, but maybe. So I don't know. I just feel like there's one who just may question that fact. Now, if you got nothing to worry about, you got nothing to worry about. But again, I don't feel like it's because I feel like the paper is your research paper is less than. Maybe because it is that good. And Jamie, you don't have to keep your questions short. I know the comments saying a lot. Why do I have like a person on top of my friend request? I was like, who's that person? Okay. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. You don't have to keep your questions too short. Though I do know you can only put so many words within a text or whatever we call this. Dawn. I would like to know what my spirit guides think of Shandon. I do not trust. For me, it has to be earned. Okay. I'm like, okay. I'm sorry, I'm just reading Jamie's comments real quick. I was citing, but none of them didn't say about citing, but I did mention to the paper I've read, I gave them a lot of information, including the site. That's good. It was a blind review, so they don't know it's me. In confidence, but I even forgot what I wrote. All right, so Dawn, what do your spirit guides think of Shandon? Could use a cozy witch, Dawn. Shandon. Give it a couple good shuffles. Dawn spirit guides. Dawn thinks Shandon may be temporary. What do you think? Dawn spirit guides. Is she right? We have the Four of Cups, which I feel like you got in your last reading, but look at this. It moves into the Nine of Cups. I feel like Shannon is that cup that's being offered to you. And it's interesting how you're saying that, how did you say it? The trust needs to be earned. And I get that. But I also want to say be careful that you're not pulling past energy into present day energy. You know what I mean? Like when you say trust needs to be earned, I agree with you, but to a point. Because sometimes we just need to trust that things can just work out. What's that on one of these cards? It says sometimes things really are all rainbows and smiles. No matter what, I love that the Nine of Cups is here for you because I feel like that is definitely an energy that I would love to see you in, and that's really true inner harmony. We have the Five of Pentacles, but it's shown in reverse. So I don't feel like Shannon is the type of person that would just like kick you to the curb type of energy. I just heard a big crash out there. Sam must be cooking dinner. Yeah, I don't feel like that. I feel like you may feel like things could temporarily just come to a close. And, I'm not going to say that 100% like it's you and Shandon, but do I feel like there's an opportunity here? I do feel like there's an opportunity here. And I feel like I just don't feel like he's the type of person, at least, I feel like your spirit guides don't feel like he's the type of person that would just kick someone to the curb or let's just say go silent, like someone who would like ghost you. I'm still not 100%, though in a way I am, but I'm not 100%. We have the Ace of Swords. I feel like this is saying keep the line of communication open. Try not to bring your past into your present as much as you can. We have the Emperor. And then we have Temperance. I mean, has Temperance not come out in every reading today, no matter what deck I choose? Okay. Huh. I feel like your spirit guides. Listen, whether this is meant to go the long run or not, I do feel like this was meant to be. Is it meant to be forever? I don't know. Because even your spirit guides would be like, but my dear, your free will and Shannon's free will determine that, but I feel like if you can come from a place where, let's just say, Sheldon has no influence over you whatsoever. And I feel like the more that you can be in your happy self, doesn't mean you can't discuss like issues and problems. Of course you can. But I feel like, yeah, the line of communication, I feel like should stay open. And I feel like it will stay open because, again, I'm getting this. I just feel like I don't feel like this is someone who will just like turn around and just like ghost you. And I feel like that's important for you. And then you have the Emperor. Now, the Emperor card of Aries, yes. But I feel like we're asking about a particular person. And when I see the Emperor, when we're asking about a particular person, then to me, it's a sign that this is someone you can look up to. This is someone who will earn your trust, if you allow them. If you allow them, because you do have to allow them too. You know what I mean? But I do feel, I feel good things, and I felt that from the get go. Even that reading we did the last time, where I thought you wanted to know about Sheldon when we got that Ace of Swords in reverse. And then I went back and did your reading again for Shandon, and I got the Ace of Swords in the upright. To me, that was very, very telling. You know what I mean? Like, and then you got the Ace of Swords again in the upright with divine timing. And that could simply mean, like, not all relationships are meant to move like at the speed of light. But that doesn't mean that it can't like be maybe one of the best relationships you've ever had. Let's take one. I feel like going right down the middle, the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. I feel like what this is saying to you, Dawn, is if two people are willing to put the focus on this, I don't know if I want to call it a relationship yet, but if two people are willing to put their focus upon it, then I feel like it will only grow and grow and grow. The only thing I really worry about is the Four of Cups being the very first card. And I'm not really worried because, again, you are being offered a cup here, and it's asking you to use your spiritual discernment. And then it moves you into the Nine of Cups, inner harmony. And that's what I want for you, inner harmony. And then I feel like when you have inner harmony, I can just be so much of a better lover. And I'm not talking sexual. I'm just talking about like I can like my heart has to be open. Yes, earn my respect, but my heart has to be open at the same time. Um, like this is the second reading we've done with you and Shandon, and both of them just feel very, very good. Again, divine is part of this, as always. But when I say part, and that that Five of Pentacles in reverse, Dawn, like, I feel like that's Sheldon. And that energy feeling thrown out into the cold. But now it's reversed. And I feel like that's a good thing. And it's like Temperance is like, that's what we've been waiting for, my dear. We've just been waiting for that Five of Pentacles to be reversed. And here it is. And if I wonder, can this, like how you said, you're putting out into the universe that you feel that he's temporary. And if that's what you want, then so be it, right? So be it if that's what you want. But I feel like don't put that out in the universe if that's not really what you mean. You know what I mean? Like if you like really want to be, because I feel like you do, like I feel like you want that person. And I'm not even talking about Shandon. I'm just talking about you want that person in your life. You want to share your life with someone. And Temperance is like, we got you, babe. All in divine timing. Keep the line of communication open. Don't allow your past to have any influence on your present day moment. It feels like Shandon is someone that has integrity. So I feel very good about it. I know you feel it's temporary. I just think maybe not. Maybe not. Oh. Smoke, it's in your eyes. All right. One said I didn't flow. All right, Jamie. Is you getting another diamond ring? I'm getting a new diamond ring now. It's going to be around 3.16 carats. What messages are there for me on that one? Or whatever messages come out. You're getting another ring. Okay. I'm going to bring the Gilded Tray back out. One of the reasons that I love hard shuffles. You know what I mean? It's really easy to shuffle these. Where the larger cards are a little bit more difficult. That diamond ring don't shine anymore for me. Something like that. I think that was a Beatles song. That diamond ring. Something, something, something. All right. Jamie's new diamond ring. King of Swords. Whoa. Card split. We have the Hierophant. Look at that. Look at the illumination. It's almost like the illumination from the diamond ring. We have Hello Devil in reverse. Interesting because you have the Hierophant, which is our higher self, right? It's our wisdom. It's our belief system. It's our faith. It's our hopes. And then you have the devil next to it in reverse. It's almost like the light is overtaking the dark. We have the Magician. We have two cards flipped over. We have the Nine of Pentacles. And we have the Three of Pentacles. Okay. Interesting. First of all, I feel like it's showing me like the brilliance. I guess that's the word I want to use of the ring. Um, I feel like you're gonna. It's interesting because I felt you were gonna love the last one, but I feel like you're gonna love this one also. Um, and this one feels more to your how do I want to say this? Like I feel like this one feels more to your true self than the last one. Now, not that there was anything wrong with the last one, because I feel like, not that I've seen it, but I just feel it was beautiful. But I feel like this one feels like it's more, I guess, suited to you, if that's the right word. Let's take a couple more there. Page of Pentacles, and then the Queen of Pentacles. A lot of Pentacles, all Pentacles on the bottom line. I'm wondering if it's saying, talking about your money, like buying these diamond rings. I don't know. But I do want to say, I feel like really what this is saying, I feel like you are gonna love the ring. And I feel like, again, it's that energy of like this one, not that the other one wasn't beautiful, but this one, there's some kind, I don't know, is the diamond have more clarity to it? There's something about it, but maybe it's the shape of it also, like where it just feels better to you, like you love it even more. So I feel very good about that. Um, it's just interesting. You have all these pentacles below, and I don't know if that's speaking about the money to buy the rings or not. But I'm not seeing anything like where it's trying to teach you a lesson type of thing. I feel like you deserve it. Let's just put it that way. And I don't even know what I mean by that, other than I feel like you're my guides, or your guides just want me to say you deserve it. And I feel like, of course, I feel like you're going to love it. And I feel like there's something with the clarity of it, or the brilliance. I don't know that much about diamond rings, to be honest. But I do feel like there's either the clarity or the brilliance or something, almost feels like a step up. Hmm. And I don't know. It doesn't have to mean like it's more expensive. Maybe a step up, as in I'm going to love it even more. So it feels really good. Okay. Well, sorry guys, I just like skipped way ahead. Oh, come on, phone. Um, I think it's Olivia Oracle. I feel like your answer is yes. Like as soon as I came onto your question, I felt like immediate it was a yes. Yes, yes. I feel like your answer is yes. And I also want to say, trust yourself. I feel like don't censor yourself, because I feel like what you receive is what you're meant to receive, and you do not have to know everything. It's like I don't even need to pull cards for you. I feel like your guide just saying you don't have to know like what everything. Listen, I still don't know what every card means by the book, but I don't care because I don't really go by the book. So I feel like that's a message for you. Like you don't need to know everything, and try not to censor yourself. Like allow what you feel and what, like if you like, you turn a card over and you look at it and you're like, okay, I feel one thing, but that's not the meaning of the card. go with what you feel. But then you can also mention the meaning of the card. By the way, what did I just pull over? Maybe this is for you. Insights that come from meditation, the need to rest or take a vacation. Allow yourself more time before making a decision. Mental exhaustion. I don't know why I just laughed at that. Get more sleep. Now, that could be for you. But it's interesting because I feel like insights that come to you from meditation, that could certainly be true. But it could also be your higher wisdom, your higher self who's giving you messages. So I feel like trusting in yourself and not censoring yourself. Doesn't mean you can't edit. I don't edit. I've never edited a video. I just put out whatever I get. And you know why? Because when like in the very beginning, I didn't trust myself a lot. I didn't know a lot. So I just had to go with the flow. And I found the videos that I thought about not putting out because I'm like, I don't know. And then something would say, just put it out. They would end up being my most popular videos. So trust yourself, my dear. And I feel like, yes. And by the way, you know, those who have channels on YouTube, you can certainly, I think it allows you to put a link. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't allow you to put a link in here. But you can type in your name and let us know your channel and we will all follow you. Planet Clear, what's wrong? Shannon. It's like you're mad at Dawn or something. Jamie, I was going to call you Jasmine. Jamie, yeah, I wasn't feeling the oval anymore, so I'm moving on. Yes, out with the oval. I thought too, I loved the oval, but I changed my mind. Okay, well then that reading made sense. And I felt good about. I also went with a different company too. All right. Hi, Silly Billy. Hi, Miss. My name is Sandy, by the way. I should tell you guys my name more often. I do have it in my pin message, but Silly Billy, I'm currently in my defense training. I am struggling. Is my boss, LT and JD, happy with my work? Will I pass the course all in one go? All right, so you're just struggling a little. Well, you're struggling, but you want to know, are your bosses, LT and JT, happy with your work? And will you pass the course all in one go? Sounds like a job for the Tarot of Dreams. This is for Silly Billy. I know that's supposed to be like one of the hardest courses. So in a way, I feel like don't judge yourself too much because I feel like Silly Billy. I feel like you really are giving it all. You're all. And you know, one of these times I'm going to come on here and I'm not even going to use cards and I'm just going to read that way. Because sometimes I just feel like I don't even need the cards. But anyway, I feel like I definitely feel like you're giving it your all. So let's keep going there. Let's ask about your boss as well. 7 of Wands. Ace of Cups. I'm going to turn it around though. Though, could be the other way around too. Ace of Wands. High Priestess. You know, I feel like before I take any more cards, I do feel like that your bosses do notice that you're struggling a little bit. But listen, I feel like many people struggle through the course. I feel like many people, you know what I mean? I definitely feel that. So I feel like you're not being judged as like, oh, look at Silly Billy is falling behind. No, I feel like, I don't feel negativity towards the energy you're putting towards it. You know what I mean? I just don't feel that. But let's keep going. We have the King of Cups. That's probably one of them. LT or JD. Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. You have 3 aces. And then faith. Like, don't give up your faith. Don't give up. Don't give up. I do feel like you're going to pass your course. And I feel it's all at one time. And that may not make sense the way I just said that, but I do feel like and I also get this feeling like where almost like where I want to say something, but I feel like I can't say it because maybe we're not supposed to. You know what I mean? Almost like an inner struggle, but I don't want to say that I'm struggling. But I don't feel like you're being like, listen, I feel like maybe they're being tough on you. And I don't know if they're being tough on you, but if they are being tough on you, I don't feel like it's because I don't feel like it's because you're not giving it your all. I don't feel like that. I feel like it's just the way we are. And I feel like that's LT and JD. It's just the way we are. Let's go into the High Priestess, 9 of Swords. Worry, worry, worry. I know it's hard. I know that. And when I say that, I don't know that from my own experiences. I feel like it's your spirit guide saying it. Like, we know that it's hard, but we also know that you're going to get through this. I do feel like you're going to get through it. I do feel the struggle, it's definitely showing the struggle, but at the same time, look at all the aces that it's showing and faith, like having faith. But I do feel like just keep going, keep hammering away. And even though it does feel like I feel like I could not do it. I couldn't do it. And I feel like there's many of us who could not do it. But I feel like you can. And you will. And I feel like you will see the rewards of that. Whatever that may mean, you will see the rewards of that. And I also feel, I'm kind of going down, I'm going further out now, but I feel like eventually, when this part is done, the training and all that, I feel like what you're doing, what you're going to be doing, I feel like you're going to have a love for it. Like, and when I say love for it, I mean a passion for it. And it may be something that you then spend the rest of your life doing. Not the rest of your life, the rest of your working life. But I feel like, yes, like the worry, I get it, but believe in yourself, even through the struggle, especially through the struggle. And I feel like a lot of people, the majority of people struggle through the course that you're going through. And then I get like JT, is it JT or LT and JD? I almost feel like if they're yelling or something, I feel like, but that's just who we are. Like, it's just that's how we do it. That's just how we do it. And that could make you feel like, oh my God, less than, less than. But I feel like it's almost like breaking you down to build you back up again. And that's just how we do it. But I do see you in the future having true passion for what it is you then do. So to me, that means you're going to get through it. Trust yourself, trust yourself, trust yourself, trust your abilities. And just when you think, I can't give it another, I can't give any more, boom, I feel like if you really trust yourself and even allow spirit to help you, I feel like then you find that extra little bit. Okay. Amanda. The person on my mind reading, please. You got it, my dear. Person on Amanda's mind. Well, let's go back to the Psychic Tarot, since this reading was actually about the person on the Leo's mind. I know not all you are here for the Leo reading, so I'm not going to assume that. But I do want to use the deck that we used. It just seems right. It just seems right. Okay, Amanda. Person on her mind. Chariot says triumph. We'll come back and talk about that in a second. It is the card of Cancer, by the way. Cancer's major arcana. Well, hello. Love begins. Ace of Cups. You know, first of all, with the Chariot before the Ace of Cups, there are no limits to the person on your mind. The only limits are the human limits that we put upon it. You have the Seven of Cups, came in a reverse, says choose wisely, in reverse, almost like I am making that choice. I am making that decision. Whatever it may be. Interesting how we have 1 7 in the upright and 1 7 in reverse, but the 7 of, whoa, okay, cards just went everywhere. Star card, hope. Mirrored by the Chariot. Wow. Hello, passion ignited, the Ace of Wands. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands. Emotional withdrawal. Material and spiritual prosperity. And then one card went to the floor. And look at this. Memories of love. 2 6s again. I saw that somewhere. I don't know if it was in someone's reading or if it was actually in the Leo reading. All right. Let's break this down. So we have the Star card mirroring the Chariot. Both beautiful energies. The Chariot really does speak about unlimited potential. Now, it's unlimited if we allow it to be unlimited. The Star is about your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. And it is about bringing them into your physical world. Literally, it says love begins. But underneath it is the 8 of Cups. Here it says emotional withdrawal. And I feel like really what it is emotional clarity. And I know you guys are probably sick of me saying the same things, but I love the image on this card because it reminds me of me. This is what I used to do when I lived in Rhode Island, and we lived right by the water. I'd go down to the beach, and especially when it was off season, and just sit there by myself and reflect. And that's what I feel this person is doing, is just allowing the tide to take out their worries. Like, take my worries away. And then washing you over with these healing waters. So that 8 does stand for a new beginning. Now, this may be something that's new also. Um, but I feel like there's love there. I feel like there's passion there. And I feel like even the memories, and listen, maybe we're just starting to make memories, or if this is someone that um, this is of your past, then it's telling you to keep your thoughts on the good things. You know what I mean? And not on like the energy of what I've lost type of thing. I feel like you are making a decision, and it comes right down to the energy of victory. But I do feel like it is up to you. Like you're the one has to decide whether you're going to take that cup and move forward with it or not. And I feel like the only thing would stop you would be the 8 of cups, or if I never make the choice. But I do feel like, why wouldn't you make the choice? So let's look at one end. We have the 3 of Pentacles, which you guys hear me say a lot. I love in a love reading. And the reason why I love it is because it's talking about your individuality and not trying to be anybody other than who you are. And I feel like because we're talking about love, then that person must appreciate your individuality and you theirs. And if not, then that may be another reason why we have choose wisely. But then we have the Hermit on the other side. It's almost like what do I want to say? Um, like old soul energy, like an old soul's energy. But listen, I may not know I'm an old soul. And when I say an old soul, it just means I've been here, I've done this. There's nothing that we're going through or we're going to be going through that we haven't gone through before. And when we know that as spiritual beings, it makes it a lot easier to move forward in things, especially if it, like, passion, it ignites your passion. I feel like why not move into it? The Chariot, again, does represent unlimited potential, but it does require balance for that. But you got the loving waters pouring right down here. So I can't see where this would be a negative thing. But I do see that you ultimately, as we always do, like you were gonna say yay or nay to it. But I feel like this is what you want. I don't know how you couldn't. And these 2 6s and these 2 7s, 77, 66. It feels good. And listen, maybe the love hasn't begun yet. And maybe it's about to begin. And I love the rainbow that's behind there. It's funny, I just noticed that. There's 2 people that's pouring those loving waters down. I feel like that's soulmate energy. And this may not have been the first lifetime. And that may be why I pulled the psychic trib, because I felt that in Leo's reading. Like I felt like this wasn't the first time we've loved, and I mean in lifetimes. You may both be old souls and be coming back together type of energy. And I have to add, though, if that's the case, usually there means that there can be an issue that needs to be worked through. And that's part of our soul's quest, is to work through it. But that means that we can. But we also have to remember that we're human beings. We're spiritual beings having human experiences. Okay, I'm going to let that be. Boy, we're turning from a quiet room. I should have brought more decks out. All right, why is my phone going dark? You're welcome, Jamie. Olivia, you're welcome. Annie. Hi, Annie. I'm going to do your reading, Annie, but I just want to read Silly Billy's answers real quick. Actually, everyone's nice. It's that I had a meeting with them. They said that I need to improve. They never, they just seemed, assessed. And they're actually placing me in more mentorship because I'm not vocal enough and not to the point. Wow, isn't that interesting? Because your very first card was the Seven of Wands, which is standing your ground, and the strength to do that. And I don't mean that as in like standing my ground against them, but that may be exactly what it is that they were looking for. Interesting. I'm just reading Amanda really quick. The love has begun. Awesome. And I feel like he is my soulmate. I kind of feel that too. Okay, Annie. What is a feeling? I apologize if some people, I don't know if everybody likes me reading their question out loud. But I feel like I read out loud because I want the universe to pick it up. What is A feelings about me currently? Will he reconcile with me? So will you come back together? So what's A's current feelings? You know what? Let me try to reach up here. I'm going to bring in a different deck. I'm going to bring in the Luminous Tarot. And this is for Annie. The sun will come out tomorrow. All right, so what's A's current feelings for Annie? And will they come back together? We have the Moon. Card of Pisces, ruler Cancer. Can talk about uncertainties. 5 of Wands. I feel like that's probably what broke you guys up. 5 of Wands is a lot of battling. Can be a lot of fighting. It literally is where nobody wants to back down. And I feel like the only solution in that energy is to leave that energy. Now, it doesn't mean I need to leave it permanently, but, because it can become drama filled. And that doesn't feel good. Okay, well, let's keep going. And I kind of feel like that's what was. We have the 9 of Cups. We have the 6 of Cups. Interesting. I say interesting because I feel, not only do I feel it, but I'm seeing it, where even if we're not together, it doesn't mean that I don't love you. It doesn't guarantee that I'll be back with you, but it doesn't mean I don't love you. I feel like there's 2 sets of memories here. There's the hard memories, and then there's the loving memories. And I feel like A right now is in between them both. Right? Like I remember this part, like the heaviness, the maybe fighting, but I also remember the love and, you know, just us. Three of Wands. I like that. King of Wands. I feel like that is A. Doesn't matter sign. Doesn't even matter sex. Interesting, this King of Wands is looking back at the Three of Wands. Then we have the Four of Cups. And I want to take one more. We have Justice. So there was the cutting of the ties, right? Cutting of the ties. However, that didn't cut the memories. You know, we can cut ties, but it doesn't mean that I stopped thinking about you. I stopped remembering, like, out of the blue, like I think about you. I'm going to be very honest with you. I feel like A at this moment is torn because I feel like part of A, like, I feel like part of me, I enjoy being single. Now, it could just simply mean like Aquarius. There's many signs, but I don't know why Aquarius is popping in my mind, but like Aquarius is a very freedom loving type energy. But it doesn't mean they don't want to be in a relationship. It just means they also need like their space. Virgo's the same way. So I feel like even though in a way I'm enjoying being single, I feel like there's where I'm going back and forth because I feel like I'm remembering both the good and the bad. But I feel like the good is, it's almost like, is more. And I say that because, well, I say that because I feel it. But then also the Three of Wands, which is an optimistic view of your future. Even after the fact, even after the cutting of ties. And you have the Four of Cups right below that Nine of Cups. So again, this is someone who's being offered a cup, but I have to use my spiritual discernment. I don't feel like this is right away. I feel like there's a chance the two of you may come back together. But I feel like right now, I feel like I'm going back and forth. But I also want to say, I don't feel like this has anything to do with the love. I feel like there were some issues. And therefore, I'm going back and forth, back and forth. And it's almost like, do I want to give up? Well, like, I feel like this is A, and I hope I don't hurt you when I say it but I do feel like, do I give up this inner harmony for love? Let's go right in the middle. Wow, the Hierophant. Faith. Hope. Change. I guess the best thing I could say here, and this may, I don't know if it'll help or not, but I feel like, what's meant to be will be, but it doesn't mean, okay, so how do I say this? Like, what's meant to be will be, but in the same breath, we have choices. Like, we don't have to say yes. We don't have to say no. You know what I mean? Like, we have free will. But in the same time, it feels like, because I don't feel like it's the love that's dissolved. Because I do feel like A thinks of you in love. But I also feel like A thinks not just you, but the two of you, when you weren't, like when it wasn't working out so well. So I'm going back and forth, back and forth. And I guess the Hierophant's saying just keep your faith. But again, if let's just say it doesn't work out with A, just know that doesn't mean like you'll never have love again. And well, I want to take a card. We have the High Priestess. That's your intuition. And the Nine of Wands. Okay, reflection. So maybe that's what's going on right now. Maybe there is reflection, right? And maybe I do need to reflect on all parts of it, like the good, the bad, the ugly. And I need to know it, and I need to know myself within it. And then I feel, because the Nine of Wands really is about new growth. But first the reflection. If like maybe each doesn't understand, like especially with the Five of Wands here, which can be like battling type energy, or nobody wanted to back down, nobody wanted to apologize. So we have to understand that. But yet then we have this good side to us, you know, and that's all of us, right? We can, I say that about Sam and I all the time, like we can fight like cats and dogs, but then make up like lovers. Do you know what I mean? But right now, I feel like A is like back and forth, back and forth. Not back and forth, really trying to figure it out. Let's put it that way. Okay. But I also want to say, please try not to put, and I feel like this is coming from your guides, don't put a lot of like angst and worry behind this. Instead, like the Hierophant, keep your faith, right? Keep your faith that whatever you like, let's say, for some reason you and A don't make it, then keep your faith that the highest vibrational love will find you. And that's what you want to tell the universe. I am ready for love. But you got to make sure you're ready for love at the same breath. And I'm not just saying that to you. You know, it's like we tell the universe, I want love. I want a love partner. But we're not even nearly close enough to be ready to give all of our heart to someone. So that's where that inner reflection comes from. That's where the Nine of Cups is so important, because if I have inner harmony, then I'm not afraid to give my heart, right? Because I know that I'll overcome if it doesn't turn out. I've overcome before. Okay, I'm going to leave that there. I wish I could have gave you a little clearer answer, but I feel like right now we're dealing with A's free will. And even his guides can't cross that. Is it a yes or no? It's an uncertain. It reminds me of the magic 8 ball all of a sudden. And some of you probably don't know what I'm talking about, but I don't know if it was when I was a kid or when my kids were kids. When my kids were kids. I think I was a kid when the magic 8 ball came out. And that's what I would say. Is it a yes or no? It's really an uncertainty, to be honest. Okay, guys, I think I'm going to go. I just get this feeling that Sam needs to talk to me. He keeps like peeking inside my door. But I don't see any more questions. So which side do you feel more aligned to? It's hard for me to answer that, Annie, because, you know, when I go quiet within myself, it's like I'm picking up on both sides. So it's really hard for me to answer that because I feel like if I answer it, I'm just giving you a maybe. Um, because I feel like, again, we can't cross someone's free will, and your spirit guides won't cross someone's free will. So I wish I could be more clear. You know, I'm just gonna take a top of a card. Which deck? Which deck? Cozy Witch. Nine of Cups. Live in a constant state of gratitude. I don't know if that's a good omen though, for like a yes or no. Oh, well, look, this wanted to come with it. Look at that. And then the Four of Cups. I just got to leave it where I had it, Annie. I got to say that the love is there. I feel like the potential is good, but I do feel like, you know, I do feel like there were issues. As all of us couples have, right? We all have these issues, but I feel like it may have gone to like an ego type place. And because I feel like it probably didn't end too well. But that's got nothing to do with nothing. Because I feel like I do feel that he still loves you. I do feel that. Like that, I feel without doubt. But will you come back? Will the two of you come back together? Well, you know, I guess the best way to answer that is if we're able to both understand like what went wrong, why it went wrong, what can we do to better guarantee ourselves that, it's like lessons learned, lessons learned. But I just feel like right now he's in a place of uncertainty, and I feel like I can't cross that. So I'm sorry. I know you want me to say yes. I know you want me to say yes. Um, and potentially it may be yes, but that's as far as I can take it. All right, guys, I think I'm going to let that be. I hope you enjoyed the Leo reading. If you have not watched it, and by the way, usually you're not the Leo. Usually people are here looking at their Leo. But also don't forget, check out the moon sign also. I think I got 7 signs done. So if you know their moon sign, definitely check out their moon sign because that can give you, because that's their inner emotions. Also your moon sign, your inner emotions. The sun is what we show the world. That's like our hair and our makeup and our outfit. But our moon is what we really feel. So definitely look, if you want, check out their moon signs. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you for joining me in the lives today. I hope that you enjoyed the reading. I feel bad because I know Diana wanted to be here. And she keeps missing them. I should give a longer notice before I go live. I am going to go like 100% live, maybe tomorrow, sometime this week, where we're just going to do all questions. So, and to make sure you get the notifications, you have to have that bell rung. If the bell's not rung 100%, a lot of times, because I get people after people send me messages like, why am I not getting your notifications? You're going live. You may not have the bell rung 100%. And YouTube just unsubscribes people. Like, boom, you're unsubscribed. What the hell? Like, I don't know. Like I want to start my own site, and eventually I will. Just like I'm doing my own cards, there's a lot I want to do. And you guys really inspire me. So I thank you all. Okay, I'm going to let that be. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day or evening, wherever you may be. Remember, we're from all around the world, but we're all really looking for the same thing: love, peace, and harmony. And my prayer is that you all receive it. That you all receive it. Amen. I love you guys. I'll see you next time at our table. Bye bye.